Peace and blessings and magic to all the goddesses and gods that's listening. So, today we're going to talk about mind control. Mind control. Mind control. It's some crazy ass shit or whatever. So, in this society, I call it anti magic on how it affects us. So, in this episode, on part 4, with Word Origins with Lucifer, Part 4, Mind Control. Okay, so first we're going to start off, and I'm going to give some examples and break down anti-magic and mind control and how it affects melanated people in today's society. But first, in order to understand that, we have to understand what mind control is. So mind control is also known as brainwashing, persuasion, or thought control. It refers to the way some people have tried to control the beliefs and behaviors of others. It is a process where a group or individuals uses methods to persuade others to change their basic belief and values of life. So, by reading that, the first thing off bat what it's telling me is religion. Religion and economic society that we live in or whatnot. And so mind control is pretty much happening all of the time. But the question is, are you aware that it's happening? Are you aware that you have the ability to make the choices? For example, if you're listening to me right now at this point, if you continue to listen further, you are making that choice to keep going along in the video. So, in a way, it's mind control. But at the same time, it's like you're aware of the choice that you have because you're still choosing to listen. So, all of that comes into play. We can talk about MK Ultra. A lot of people think MK Ultra is a new thing that really just came up in like the 1900s, but in reality, like MK Ultra is like a very ancient magic spell. I call it anti-magic because the target is us. The target is melanated people. For the simple fact we are deities, and its mind control of MK Ultra is to make you think that you're an entity or a human. And that's the whole point of this basic magic spell. And I call it basic because it's very basic on the things that it focuses on. So it takes everyday things and puts it into a negative light. Like, for example, a manipulator. What is a manipulator? A manipulator is a person who controls or influences others. A person who controls or handles something skillfully. In reality, all of us are manipulators. For the simple fact, if you focus on the part influences others, if we have the ability to communicate, even if you just tell somebody something positive, like keep their head up, you're considered a manipulator for the simple fact that you're influencing something. So regardless if that influence is good or bad, you're a manipulator. So really, that means that we're all manipulators. So I pay attention to a lot of things, like a lot of words that people say towards each other. Like some people get offended when you call them a manipulator. But it's like, why are you getting offended for somebody calling you something that's true? Because everybody walking this earth is a manipulator. If you have the form or the means to communicate, regardless if you're deaf, you're using sign language. That's a form of communication. So you're having an influence on somebody in some type of way, regardless if it's good or bad. And another word, a narcissist. Everybody is narcissistic. Like literally everybody is. So just accept it. If you feel offended if somebody call you a narcissist or a manipulator, then you're not comfortable with being who you are, which is being your true self. because all of that is a part of nature and it just comes with being alive. Influence. You have the power to influence. And the best way to use that power of influence is awareness. Awareness of the choices that you make in life. And the best guideline to that awareness and making the best choices for you and for others around you is love. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. But people don't understand what love really is. And that's where that mind control of anti-magic aspect kicks in, where pretty much they tell you that in order to be showing love to people, you have to love them. And that's where things get confusing a bit, for the simple fact, like, if you spend time loving others, then that's time taken away from loving self. So the word really should be self-love, because love needs to be focused on the inside of you. You need to love yourself enough to stay aware constantly 24/7 of the choices and the decisions that you make and things that are presented in front of you constantly. Like, that's the best way to do it. Like, direct your love to self, because once you focus on being a better person, that energy you're building up in you is making you better. And once you become a better person, you become a better individual for everyone around you. Everybody benefits you. Everybody benefits off of your self-love for yourself. And another negative thing that they throw in people's faces that is a natural thought thing. It's bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is mood swings ranging from depressive lows to maniac highs. Bipolar disorder is pretty much a natural thing, for the simple fact you are built on duality of darkness and light. Just like how nature has a cycle of night and day, you are the same way. Your darkness is your mind and your creativity and your protection. And your heart is what wills you to your path of light. It shows you the way. It is the kindness. But you have to protect that heart. You have to protect it with your darkness. That is what your darkness is for. So don't feel bad if you get into a depressive state, but don't stay in that depressive state too long. Just realize you have to constantly level up, level up in life. That is the goal. That is the plan. Follow your path. Start searching your talents. I'm going to repetitively say this again. You are unlimited in creativity, melanated people. Chase your path. You can do this. Stop letting these people misdiagnose you all with institutional knowledge, because they do not know what they're talking about. And that's where the mind control play comes into effect, because the whole world is listening to institutional knowledge from all of these different countries, and they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't. That's why the world is the way it is, because everybody is following blind individuals. So that